All right, what's going on? So, I have a pretty silly analogy, but I don't know if this makes sense to anyone else, but figured I'd share it. So over the past couple of years, 5 years ago, I started a podcast, right? And I was very fortunate to get pretty large guests. But more recently, over the past couple of years, I realized the issue with my podcast was I didn't feel like there was enough substance. I felt like I was leaning too heavy on the name and the pedigree of these names, and it just didn't sit right with me. It didn't seem genuine. It felt kind of shallow almost. So because of that, I rebranded everything to, not to say this isn't shallow, but a clothing brand. But this clothing brand is going to tell a story through animation. So I bring that up because in the midst of all that, as I'm sharing this with you guys, you're probably like, oh my God, this is pretty confusing, right? There's so many stages of this brand. I've lost about 3,000 followers on Instagram these past couple of years, and another probably 1,000 or 2,000 on TikTok. So I've also deleted my Facebook page. I've lost a couple hundred subscribers on YouTube on my brand account. And so why do I bring this up, right? I used to kind of cry when people unfollowed me. I was like, oh, this sucks, F them, whatever. But now I look at it as, think of your following as almost like a pizza pie, right? You're getting a pizza pie with your friends, and you split one pie with 4 people, right? And then one of your friends says, hey, Ashley, I gotta go early. So now you're splitting with 3 people. And then maybe the other person says, you know what, I gotta go too, I'm gonna go with that friend. So now you're splitting it with another person. Then say that last person you're splitting the pie with says, you know what, they don't like cheese. Then all of a sudden you have a cheese pizza all by yourself. Super dumb analogy, but I'd like to think of my following like a pizza pie, right? When one person leaves, that means there's more for the rest of them, right? And more room for the rest of the people that are interested in your content. So think of your following like a pizza pie, right? If you got 1 follower, that means you and that other follower are sharing a pizza, right? If you got 1 million followers, that's great, but I mean, it's tough to share 1 pizza with 1 million people. So super dumb analogy, but wanted to share that with you guys because when you lose followers and you rebrand and you create content, like, it can be tough, but I just kind of wanted to share that because I was like, this is super random, but wanted to share that with you guys. So if you're creating content, right, think of it as your pizza. So peace out, good luck.